What I'd like to move on to the story of Electroneum and Project Child.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about that. When did they first contact you, and just tell us what happened?
Steve and Dave use eToro to trade cryptocurrencies. Steve has a watch list for promising breakout coins. Dave has a watch list too. So why is Dave just as good a trader as Steve? It's because Dave used eToro's copy trader to automatically replicate Steve's trading activity. Whenever Steve makes a trade, Dave does too. Trade like a Steve with eToro, the world's leading social trading platform.
First, they contacted us in 2019, around July 2019. It's been almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then at first we are very hesitate, yeah, because I think Electroneum is an organization who's working on they have their own cryptocurrencies. We generally we are very concerned because we don't know what it is. We have no idea about what it is, yeah. And then we agreed to have a video call like this, and then we talk about it and see like what kind of thing that we can do, what kind of thing that we are going to do. And then turns out Electroneum has been working with other communities as well, and somehow they found Project Child through the internet, and then really interested in working with us and supporting us as an organization. And then Electroneum has agreed to how do you call it, to set up a mining installation for us. It's been really we are really how do you call it, surprised, because it's for example, like it's kind of like money coming from out of thin air, yeah. Because we are really don't understand about it at first, yeah. And then at first, I have to ask to my ex-boss. Yeah, I previously mentioned that I've been working with a digital agency. Me personally has been working with digital agency when I volunteered with Project Child, and they are working with various cryptocurrency organization, ICO and stuff. And I called my boss, and I called my old boss. He's from Poland, and like, boss, I got this kind of offer. Is it legit or not? And then he helped us doing some due diligence and said like, hey, it's a good organization. They're pretty solid, and then I think you should go, but be very cautious, yeah. And then until now, Electroneum has been making us possible to fund our volunteering program, because to be honest, yeah, most of our funding comes from grant and CSR. It has a very strict. It is very strict. How do you call it? Guidance on how we spend it, and this is kind of like some unrestricted funding we can use to experiments, to take care of our volunteers, take care of our overhead expenses. So this is something that really like surprising, surprising. Like, like they just give us resources without any restriction, yeah.
Yes. So Electroneum contact you. You didn't know anything about cryptocurrencies. They said, we want to give you Electroneum ETN, and
yes,
that ETN has helped you out with keeping the project going, because Electroneum haven't posed any restrictions on what you can or can't spend it on. So it just helps the general funding for the charity. Okay. And so so the rewards come into a Project Child wallet, and then what do you do with the ETN that's in the wallet? How do you convert it to fiat?
First thing that we believe that this is something we must be responsible of, yeah, because even though there's no restriction, yeah, I mean, like, we have to be very responsible in using the donation. I don't know whether we can call it donation, but we call it as a donation anyway, yeah. It donation from Electroneum. We've been cashing it out through the Switch coin, yeah, and then we exchange it to either pound sterling or euro, and transfer directly to bank account, our project child bank account in Indonesia, and we've been using it for our volunteering program because since we started this organization, yeah, there's no funding goes to the volunteers, yeah, all the funding goes to program, and the volunteers, yeah, they don't they don't get anything, yeah, they just want to do some good, and then now we get to do trainings for the volunteers. So we got to how do you call it, create events for our volunteers. We can buy foods for our volunteers, yeah, for the meetings, for the trainings, and for the activities. So that's the first thing, yeah, crossed our mind when we got the money. I don't I and up until now I don't we don't see any other, we haven't see any other possibilities of how do we use the money, because for example, I think it's gonna be unethical for us if we start trading Electroneum with another cryptocurrencies and trying to get profit from that. We're not going to do that, and it is clear from our organization guideline. We won't do that. So for now, we receive different amounts of ETN every month to our wallet from the mining activities, and we do it for our overhead costs, especially in volunteer management and volunteer activities.
Very good. And do you keep any Electroneum? Are you saving a little bit for the future, for when one Electroneum is worth 100 million billion trillion dollars or something? I mean, I'm joking.
Yeah, but I said yes, we save it, yeah, because we have this monthly how do you call it, monthly expenses for volunteers, and we only cashing it out as much as we need, and we keep the rest on our wallet.
Oh, very good, very good. Okay, because I don't know if you know about the Electroneum ecosystem and how it will grow, but as more and more people get involved with Electroneum, because the coins are limited supply, the value of the coins will go up.
That's what we see too, yeah. So, some of my colleagues in Project Child, like always, I'm the one who like in control of the Electroneum wallet, yeah, in my organization, yeah. And they keep always telling me like when I should cash out, yeah, when there's a request from the program department, volunteer department to cash out the program, my director will always like wait, see if the price is good or not, yeah.
Very good, very good.
And also,
been doing very well last few days.
Yeah. Also, because there's only British pound, and then dollar, US dollar, and then euro. We usually like pick which one have a better exchange rate for our rupiah currency. And yeah, I think that's one of the strategy that we employ to get the most of it.
Very good, very good. And does the project have any plans for doing anything with cryptocurrencies with the children that you work with, or something? You know, educating them about cryptocurrencies in any way, or Electroneum?
For now, yeah. For now, we don't have a plan to do that on the children, because we are still dealing with a very basic problem with the internet literacy, which is privacy. Yeah, children showing their real name, where they go to school, where they live, yeah, publicly on the internet. And then now we are still working on that. And I think like talking about cryptocurrency is still a long way to the children. But for the volunteers itself, and then on our website, we want to make it very clear. Now we cryptocurrency donation, for example, and I think that's one of many things that we should consider in the future, and we want to consider in the future.
Yes. Okay. Well, I would suggest that you create an Electroneum donation button real fast. I'm gonna on your website. And you might also want to get some Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, have those donation buttons. Because those are the most used ones. And I'm going to have the Electroneum donation address for your charity in the description below. So this is a reminder to people, go to some Electroneum and support the important work that they're doing. And anything else? Sorry, Abie.
You can teach me how to put it on our website.
I'm not a coder. You know what you could do? You could go to the AnyTask platform, and you could find
AnyTask, yeah.
You could find somebody on AnyTask who would do that for you, and then pay them with Electroneum.
Okay. I would definitely do that.
Yes.
tomorrow then.
Very good.
Next Monday.
And then let me know, and I'll mention it in one of my subsequent videos if people want to donate there. Is there anything else you want to let us know, Abie?
I think this is a very interesting way for people to do good. Yeah, Project Child, we have a motto that everyone can do good, and now we can make people doing good with a new way.
Yes.
By donating Electroneum, and this is something that really impacted us very positively.
Yes.
Cryptocurrency, and we never before Electroneum, we never think about it at all. Yeah, and this is something very exciting, and I think it's gonna be a feature for decentralized funding for organization, because as I previously said, this is going to give us a lot of freedoms in using the money, free of political interest or economic interest from anyone. I think it's going to be a democratic way to contribute in developing our society. But there's also a challenge. I think that how do we help the organization accountable? I mean, like for example, we have difficulties on how to report it on the tax, yeah, because this is something that Indonesian tax code didn't understand, yeah. And then I think it's going to be a challenge for everyone, yeah. And then I think you're doing a good job educating public on this. This should be a good concern for everyone, so we can how do you call it, contribute positively with anything we can.
Yes.
Yeah, with your expertise and your interest. Yeah, and it is very important for us to see the most accountable way to do it. And I think Electroneum especially, and then how do you cryptocurrency and blockchain in general could make that possible in the future.
Yes, no, Abie, thank you. That's very good. And one of the things I thought listening to you is that people, whether they're in the United States or Australia or Russia or Argentina, they can send you at minimal cost $50 worth of Electroneum, or $20 or $10. And I'll have the link in the description below to help support you with the work that you do with deprived communities, and particularly children in Indonesia. So thank you so much for making yourself available.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
And have a really great Ramadan. And I wish you and your project every success, and may you be safe. Allah.
Thank you very much, Rich.
Thank you, Abie.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Experts predict in 7 years, 10% of the world's economy will be in crypto-based assets. Tokenmetrics uses AI to find invisible patterns in data to help you invest and trade in crypto. We give you AI and access to crypto experts at the best price.